What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie Tonight 88 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And today I'm going to talk about a YouTuber who's a person I greatly admire, somebody I follow all the time, somebody I've made several videos about before. And just in case he or someone who loves him ever sees this, first off, I want to apologize for having made so many videos about you. It's just you are, without a doubt, my favorite YouTuber. And you're the person I follow the closest and somebody that I consider a bit of a role model when it comes to the old YouTube. Beyond that, if you ever do see this, I do offer my most sincere condolences for everything you're going through, and I wish you the best of luck. But I'm making this video today not for him. I'm making that video for you guys today. Now, if you are unaware, the man known as Total Biscuit on the internet, John Bain, has been diagnosed with a form of bowel cancer. And this has been something he's been very public about, which I think is very, very brave. He wants to get out the message that everyone needs to get checked of this type of cancer and any type of cancer. You need to be very, very health conscious. Now, at first thought, you probably think that is a very, very hypocritical thing for someone like me to say, but that's not entirely true. It's true that my eating disorder has always had the best of me, but my eating disorder is not the only time my health has gotten in the way. In fact, if you'll take a look at the end of my nose, you're going to see a little scar, and it's a bit of a divot. And that divot is actually because I'm a cancer survivor. Now, certainly the type of cancer I had was nowhere near as serious as what John is going through, but in this particular case, I did have a basal cell carcinoma that appeared at the end of my nose. Luckily, I was vain enough to where I wanted to go and get it taken care of immediately, so I went to a dermatologist. He was able to diagnose it within a week, and he had it removed within just a few weeks. Now, basal cell doesn't always spread, and luckily for me, it was that type of cancer, though there are other types of skin cancers that can spread very, very quickly. But because of that, even though I have a lot of skin, me and my wife are very, very careful about every blemish that appears on me, and we get them checked by a doctor on a regular basis. Also, back in 2009, I had very similar symptoms to what John did. I had some bleeding in my stool, I had a bit of loose stool, and after just a couple of months, I went to see my doctor about it. He recommended a colonoscopy, just like Total Biscuit went through, and in my case, it turned out to be nothing more than hemorrhoids. For John, it turned out not to be so lucky. Now, John was reluctant to seek medical help and get the test done like any of us would be, but eventually he did go in and do it. And because he decided to make that decision to seek the help he needed, chances are he's going to survive this. If he had not been smart enough and health conscious enough to finally seek help and get over his fears and get over his embarrassment, he might not have been so lucky. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that if a fat piece of shit like me, who's clearly been eating to die for the entirety of his life, is smart enough and health conscious enough to get into the doctor, to seek these kinds of tests, and to have a good medical relationship so that he can stay alive, there's absolutely no reason someone like you shouldn't do the same. Look, nobody likes to talk about it, but it's true. We're all going to die someday. Me, John, you, everybody out there watching, your friends and family, everyone that's living on this planet right now will eventually turn to dust. That's just the facts of it. And it'll happen sooner rather than later if you don't take good care of yourself. This is especially important as you get older. It's especially important as your body slowly begins to decay. It's especially important for people like me and possibly you who aren't as healthy as we can be, who aren't getting all the necessary exercise, who might be leading sedentary lives, watching YouTube all day or creating it, or you just don't put the right types of food into your body. And God forbid, if you're drinking and smoking, this is the kind of stuff that you need to talk to your doctor about. So get your checkups. Talk to your doctor about symptoms you are having. Make sure that you're being healthy as humanly possible, and for the love of God, if any symptom could point towards cancer, talk to a doctor about it today. Cancer doesn't give a fuck how old you are. Cancer doesn't give a fuck how healthy you are. Cancer doesn't give a fuck. It can kill any of us at any time. One of the reasons I love video games so much is because you can die over and over until you get it right. But here in the real world, you are playing on hardcore mode. You only get one life. Make it count.